Hi guys, welcome. I'm Kat from Sharp Fox Social and I'm so excited to chat to you about Instagram today. Instagram is a huge social media platform with 1 billion monthly active users, 500 million people using Instagram stories daily. 63% of Instagram users check the app at least once per day and 42% open the app multiple times within the same day. 81% of users say that they use the platform to research products and services, and it's the place where micro-influencers like you guys can really establish yourselves. So why is Instagram so essential for your business? Well, it's one of the best social platforms for inspiring trust through various means, including video. It's one of the most engaged social media platforms, meaning that you can easily convert a follower into being a customer. Please don't forget though, guys, to always refer to your market's digital and social media policy. So let's talk about the 5 areas of Instagram. We have the Instagram grid, we have the Instagram stories, IGTV or Instagram TV, Instagram lives, and most recently, Instagram Reels. So here's a little demo of where you find everything on your Instagram platform. If you click through these icons at the top, you can see that we've got the grid on the left, Reels, then we've got IGTVs or lives, and then we have guides, and then your user-generated content. You can also find these in the plus sign at the top. Let's talk about the Instagram grid. So that's how the Instagram grid looks. What's really important to making the Instagram grid work to its full advantage is posting a really well-shot video or visual. You need to grab your audience's attention with the first sentence of your caption. Now, longer form captions work well on Instagram, particularly if you're offering value and insights within your caption. Try and use multiple images as a carousel where possible, because Instagram likes it when you're spending time or somebody is spending time looking at your post. Now, one really top tip from me is to ask questions of your audience. If you ask them a question, they will answer, thus creating engagement. Let's talk about how to create amazing content for your grid. So some of my top platforms that I use are Canva, canva.com. Unfold app is amazing for creating great templates for your Instagram stories. And WordSwag is also amazing for creating free and easy graphics. But please don't forget to refer to your brand's social media policies on creating any content. Hashtags. Now, these don't have to be a bad word. They don't have to bring the fear of God into you. Hashtags are really, really amazing for searching for particular content and helping people find you. So here we've just got a quick demo of where to find them. Use your magnifying glass, tap into the space bar at the top and search for the relevant wording that you want to use. So what are hashtags? Well, they're search functions that enable a global audience to discover your content. Now, searching for hashtags is easy, as we've seen in the video previously. You just use the magnifying glass function and then type in whichever word suits your business or industry. Now, when you're searching for your hashtags, you'll notice that a number appears below the hashtag. And I recommend using hashtags that are between 300,000 and 1,000 in number. As I said, the number will be shown below each particular hashtag. Now, my secret recipe for hashtag success is to use a 3-tier strategy. Number 1, hashtag around what's in the image or video that you've posted. Number 2, search for your own industry-specific hashtags. For example, if you are a skincare specialist, there are many hashtags around this subject if you simply type in the word skincare. Now, my third tip would be to use relevant location hashtags in your geographical area, as well as business location hashtags, e.g. hashtag Wimbledon small business or hashtag Oklahoma business. Please guys, don't forget to use our brand hashtags as well, hashtag TBSAH and hashtag Momentum Festival 2021. So how do you find your ideal customer on Instagram? Well, it's easier than you might think. Let's have a look. So use your magnifying glass, go up into your search bar. Now you can look for accounts that if you might know their name already, you can search for them by name. Alternatively, you might search for beauty, and accounts with the name beauty or the word beauty will come up. You can also search within places. So think about where your target customer might shop, where she might purchase her groceries, where she might buy her beauty products. So how often should you post to the grid? Well, don't listen to all the information that you might hear regarding optimal frequency for grid posts. I would rather you posted 3 or 4 fantastic grid posts a week that speak to your ideal audience, that are well thought out, than posting 7 days a week lackluster posts that your ideal customer isn't necessarily that interested in. It's really obvious to people when you post something that really isn't, you know, that relevant to them and doesn't have something to say. So I'd rather you posted less quality content than more lackluster content. However, it's really important to think about posting at the right time of day for your audience. So what I'd like you to do is check your insights on Instagram to see when your audience is online. Your engagement will increase massively as a result of posting when your audience is online. Content strategy is massively important. So create posts and stories that will resonate with your ideal customer, and that will guarantee success and growth. This is just a demo of your Instagram insights. This shows you who your target audience is, who your followers are on Instagram, their sex, and when they're active on Instagram. To have access to insights, you need to have a professional or business or a creator profile, and that's easily achieved by going to the settings on your account. And I'll be sharing more information on how to do that in the follow-up fact sheet. Instagram stories. So this has been a massive, massive growth area of Instagram. And it was Instagram's answer to Snapchat, effectively. It wanted to steal market share from Snapchat. So they set up Instagram stories. Now, why would you create an Instagram story in the first place? Well, they are incredible for building trust, building likability. They are essential for driving engagement through use of some stickers that I'll talk about in a minute. And they're vital for creating live, timely content and staying top of mind. So Instagram stories are only visible for 24 hours. They take a behind-the-scenes look at your business. They've been going for 5 years, so they've been going for quite a long time. They stay up for 24 hours, as I said, and then they disappear unless you highlight them onto your account. They act as a behind-the-scenes look at your business, and they create incredible trust and engagement. And they're the #1 way to convert your followers into customers because they're more real and they inspire a connection that's hard to achieve on the grid. Now, I recommend creating stories, and don't hate me, creating stories at least 5 days a week, because they really do build that engagement, and people are genuinely really interested in a behind-the-scenes look at your brand and your life. So I recommend creating between 3 and 6 mini snippets of stories per day. So let's look at some of the features of Instagram stories. So On an Instagram story, typically, I will always try and include a location tag because that will help people looking at a certain location find you. I tend to add one hashtag, and don't forget to use TBSAH or Momentum Festival Live at 2021 at the moment. Engagement stickers are hugely important because they drive customer engagement, and they also act as free market research. So the engagement stickers you can see here, they are questions, poll, the slider with the heart eyes emoji, the quiz, and the countdown as well. Now, why are they so important? They're so important because if people take action, i.e. they tap one of those buttons, they're not only engaging with you as a brand, which is massively important, but they will see more of your Instagram stories moving forward. So what makes a really watchable story? What are the Instagram stories that you'd really like to watch? Well, number one, being real. I think there's an element of your grid being very curated and quite, like your shop window, whereas your stories are the behind the scenes of your shop. So be honest, but offer value, funny moments of your days. Behind the scenes, people love to be nosy, so showcase, the elements of your business and your brand. Video is really important on Instagram stories. Competitions and announcements, try and direct people back to your grid, create that cycle of traffic. And then now let's look at how to create a very simple story. I'll just do a demo here. So I've gone to a grid post, I've tapped the arrow underneath the grid post, and I've added the post to my story. I tap the text box and I add my relevant text. I put it in the relevant brand color. Please refer to your brand social media policies on this. I put it in a box so it's easier to read. And with my fingers, I simply move the text around. And then I add the relevant engagement sticker that I want to add. So which is your favorite? That's a really, really simple way to include engagement stickers in your Instagram stories. You can overtype the yes and no, as you can see on the screen. Very simplistic example of how you can create a really simple Instagram story that will engage your audience. They're going to find it so easy to tap one of those buttons. So a little, and then just share to your story using the button at the bottom left. Instagram Lives, they probably scare you quite a lot, but they are so worth doing. I'm just going to give you a little demo of how to actually create one here. So I go to the plus button at the bottom of my Instagram. I slide across to Live. I then add in the details of the live, which is really important so people know what they're going to be watching. And then I add the details in there, and then I simply press the white live button in the middle there, and that will gather an audience and notify your followers that you're going live. Lives are a brilliant way to reach a lot of your followers at once, but make sure you have a bullet point list of what you're talking about in your live and what the end result is for somebody who's watching that live. Instagram Reels, they are the newest part of Instagram. They are 15, 30 or 60-second multi-clip videos with audio, effects and new creative tools. Reels invite you to create fun videos to share with your friends or anyone on Instagram. So you can record any of those time lengths, and they are the fastest way to grow an Instagram account right now, as Instagram is placing so much importance on them. They are the first thing that you will see in your Explore feed. So why create a reel for your business? Well, they're a really great way to show your personality and your brand. And not only are they being massively pushed by Instagram, but they are the best way to engage with your audience and show a different side of your personality and brand. Think fun all the way. You can share reels with your followers on your feed, and if you have a public account, you can make them available to the wider Instagram community. You can also share them on your Instagram stories, so there's a huge ability for these to be really widespread and reach a really massive audience. 4 key features of Reels: audio, speed, effects, and the timer function are just some of the really useful tools that you will find on your Reels app. Now, let's talk quickly about scheduling. It's a really good idea to schedule content because everybody needs a basis of a plan for what they're going to be putting out on their social media. So I would start by planning out all the major events going on in the world and the beauty industry. And then I would slot those into an Excel spreadsheet. It can be that simplistic. You can slot those out and start with that, and then move back from that. Think about what else you're going to fill the week and month ahead with. You can batch content on your iPhone or your Android phone. Record more than you need. Save it to your phone for when you need it, and then you'll never be short of content. Please don't forget to always refer to your market's digital and social media policy, though, when you're planning out any content. So to summarize then, Instagram wants you to use all the elements of its platform, and if you do, I promise you, your account will grow. Now, my top tips for frequency of posting to all of the elements of Instagram would be grid, 4 to 5 times a week, really great grid posts. Stories, every day if you can, if you've got time, but at least 5 days a week would be ideal. IGTV or Instagram TV once a fortnight. Reels, you really can't create too many. I mean, you can put as many reels out there as you want. And lives, try and do 1 a week or 1 every couple of weeks. And now it's over to you guys. The Body Shop at Home challenged you to create an Instagram video grid post showcasing your Momentum Festival setup. Please don't forget to use the hashtags TBSAH and Momentum Festival 2021 as part of your hashtag allocation. Thank you for joining.